Every industrial food chain begins with control over origin, breeding, and traceability. From the first controlled hatchery, this entire operation is built for scale and documentation. In this facility, even the earliest life stage is managed like a precise production system. The hatchery now hands the process to nursery care, where growth begins under controlled conditions. Early growth is about stability, clean water, measured feed, and constant observation. Once the nursery phase is stable, the farm begins moving toward high-volume grow-out. The operation now shifts from delicate nursery care to controlled aquaculture at scale.
Water quality is the invisible machinery that keeps this farm moving.
At this scale, growth is not guessed. It is formulated, measured, and repeated.
The feed system becomes the engine behind the entire farm output.
Feeding is not just volume. It is the daily test of health, behavior, and efficiency. The farm now links growth data with veterinary approval before any batch can move forward. In a regulated farm, welfare approval is part of the production line, not an afterthought.
Only documented and approved batches can enter the next stage of the process.
Harvest timing is determined by size, health, records, and plant capacity, not by chance. The farm now begins moving approved animals toward the processing side of the complex. The move from farm to plant is short, but every minute is controlled and documented. At the receiving hall, the production chain changes from aquaculture to food processing. Before processing begins, the plant confirms identity, legality, health, and traceability. Receiving is where farm records become food production records. This stage is handled under regulation, distance, and control, with food safety and welfare protocols documented. After the closed stage, the visible factory process becomes cleaning, preparation, and separation. The first visible processing step is about removing the outside world from the food chain. This is where one biological material becomes multiple industrial streams. The edible stream now moves forward, while shells and byproducts follow separate controlled routes. Nothing in a mega plant moves without a route. Even byproducts become controlled streams. With secondary streams isolated, the main edible line can continue under clean, chilled control. The plant is no longer handling one product. It is creating a map of future cuts and recipes. Classification determines whether each portion becomes a whole cut, a stew base, or a processed ingredient. From here, the factory can build very different products from the same farmed source. Shape and texture now prepare the meat for controlled cooking and preservation. Thermal processing is where safety, texture, and shelf life begin to converge. Heat treatment gives the product stability before flavor and packaging take over. After heat, cooling becomes the next safety gate. The product must slow down biologically before the factory can build flavor around it. This is where neutral processed meat becomes a product with a market identity. Flavor is engineered in batches, just like every other industrial parameter. Quality control is the plant's final permission system before packaging. Only released lots can enter the high-speed retail side of the factory. Packaging turns a controlled batch into a traceable product that the market can actually receive.
Every seal, weight, and code now becomes part of the food safety record.
The product now becomes a shipment unit, not just a package. Automation now compresses thousands of packs into clean, movable logistics blocks. Inside the cold warehouse, time, temperature, and destination control the next move. The cold store is not a pause. It is an active control system for finished food. From here, every pallet is assigned a destination and a time window. The finished product leaves as a controlled cold chain shipment, with its entire history recorded. From hatchery to market, the entire system is built on scale, traceability, and control.